In this segment, we're going to cover removing the calipers, part 2. The next thing we'll have to do to remove the caliper is the 2 bolts that hold it onto the mounting bracket. And those 2 bolts have a 12 millimeter head on them, and they can be gotten with a ratchet and socket. So I'm going to break this one free first. The lower one down here, it's got the brake hose for the hydraulic portion of the caliper, and you have to slide the socket up underneath. It can be a tight fit. Once you get the socket on there, then you can get your ratchet attached to the socket itself and go ahead and break it free. Now I got them both broken free. You can just go ahead and remove the bolts entirely. So I'll just ratchet it all the way out. Again, it's one of those situations where you got a little bit more room. Once you get the bolt broken free, it's easy to twist with your fingers and go a little faster that way. Also, a little tip I'll show you. When you're breaking bolts free, you want to always try and pull towards you because it gives you a safer operating. Pulling towards you, there's less chance of something getting in between you and what you're trying to break free. But if you have to push the ratchet forward for any reason to break a nut free, if you got your hand wrapped around it and you're pushing forward, the bolt breaks or slips off and your hand can get jammed into something, damaging your knuckles. This is something I've done many times before I've learned this lesson. If you get in that situation where you have no choice but to push on it to break it free, open your hand up, do it with the palm of your hand. That way, if anything slips or breaks free, you've got the full contact surface of an open hand. Less damage done, no injuries, and you don't get banged up knuckles. So just a little tip if you get a tight bolt in a bad situation to break free so you prevent injuring yourself. So I'll just go ahead and walk out this other bolt with my fingers real quick. And hopefully that tip might save you some banged up knuckles, because if you've ever had them, they're extremely sore and it makes them hard to work with your hands for several days. And you want to make sure you set those 2 bolts aside and keep them together. Now we've got the bolts out and broken free. Before we can remove this caliper, we have to release the parking brake. The parking brake's holding the rotor in place now. We had it set to remove the lug nuts on the rear tires. We're not going to be able to get this caliper off until we do that. The piston is seized down tight by the braking mechanism, so we need to remove the emergency brake prior to pulling the caliper off. Now, once you've got the emergency brake released and the caliper bolts are out, just wiggle it back and forth a little bit to kind of break it free, and just gently wiggle it back and forth. It should slide straight up and off the caliper mounting bolts, and it's going to fit real tight in there. Before, like on a front brake system, you had quite a bit of leeway as to how far you can move the caliper. In this situation, we've got a parking brake cable attached to the caliper and a brake hose attached to the caliper. It's going to kind of limit to how far we can move this caliper out of our way. So just kind of release it and push it backwards and set it off to the side a little bit. And that will conclude what's necessary for removing the rear caliper. You'll need to do the same procedure on the other side of the vehicle, get the other side completed. Please watch our next segment on removing the brake pads and caliper mounting brackets.